Hey, welcome to Soulpath Astrology and this week's Oracle card readings and Astro Weather Report. I am Desiree, your intuitive counselor here on the channel. If you're new, welcome. It's always amazing to have additional energy poured into the space. And if you're returning, it's good to have you back, y'all. Welcome, welcome. Hope last week was fruitful for you all. Um, Lots going on. Today marks the lunar new moon. So it's in Libra. And so, really, what's coming up for Libra is all about relationships. It's about reciprocity. It's about fairness. It's about judging, like judgment in like justice. And new moons are about new beginnings. And so, right now, there's this really beautiful opportunity to feel into your own relationship with your own masculine and your own feminine nature, into your heart and your mind, into that part of you that's intuitively connected to the collective and to the whole, the part of you that is self-directed and self-serving. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's like, how can I bring myself into service to the whole? So these are some questions that are coming up with this energy. Why this particular new moon is so potent is this is the tail end of the eclipse season. So that portal, if there was upheaval that was sort of begun in September. It's now coming to its conclusion here. And this is the last sort of like ripple effects of that, the last seismic like ripple outs. And it's being opposed by Pluto. And this is such a like, it's potent. This is bringing up old habits, old addictions, old patterns of behavior in relationship, there's this call into checking in with yourself about your relationship to relationships, and do you use people, and I mean this can be a really tough thing to settle into, to notice if your reason for being in relationship is to somehow validate yourself, if you give to get, if there is this idea that love and belonging and acceptance is something that's given to you externally by another, and like your job is to simply find the right person to give this to you. That's coming up for question right now because it's a model of relating that can't move forward with where we're going. That's like a lower octave version of relating. What we're stepping into is this depth of invitation into knowing thyself as love, where there is this self acceptance and this incredible unflinching authenticity, and arriving into relationship with others from this place is what allows each of you to remain free in relationship. Pluto's asking you to notice, like, this is the Hades, this is the underworld. Where are there some distortions of power? Where are there some ways that you self abandon or people please, which are forms of manipulation, in order to feel loved and cared for? Where are there habits of being where you people please and remove parts of yourself because to be thoroughly honest, to be thoroughly truthful feels so profoundly terrifying? You're going to have opportunities to face this habit and to choose another way of being. Choose to risk being deeply authentic. And if a relationship can't support that, then allow it to drift by the wayside. Like right now, we're being called into such a profound sense of truth and authenticity and reality, and learning to love yourself, to find that mattering and that value system and that security and that sense of solidness from within your relationship to you in your heart, your relationship to you in your higher self or God or universe or whatever you want to call it. Until this gets cultivated with a degree of certainty or a degree of habit that it's almost like maybe you don't reside in it all the time, but it's pretty easy for you to remember it. Relationships are going to be really challenging because we're offshoring our responsibility for safety and security to the other. And when that other is being human and fails to be perfect in their relating to us, then it sends us on a wobble. And this is where we can become very controlling in relationships, trying to control the other person so that we feel safe. You may be having some relationships blowing up right now. You may be having some brand new ones coming in. Allow whatever is shifting with this new moon, allow whatever is tower card kind of energy, like, right? Allow it to rubble out and tap into your inner wisdom to decide what pieces to keep and which to rebuild with. And enjoy the energy of this week that is calling you into a radical sense of authenticity. Use tonight, the energy of today, of this new moon in Libra, to bring you into a more balanced inner state with yourself, where you are putting your considerable egoic capacity or egoic resources in service to your heart's deepest longing. Right? Historically, in Western culture, our model has been the patriarchal masculine is the one with the idea, and everyone else in the household is meant to serve that, that. But it's usually egoic based. And you can see how that's happening in Western culture. It's very extractive, that everything is in service to making money at any cost. And that form of relating isn't sustainable, and it's dying out, and we're being invited into a more regenerative way of doing business. We're invited into a more regenerative way of dealing with each other, with ourselves. And the heart is intrinsically oriented towards community, into whole thinking, into systems understanding. It doesn't have to do mental gymnastics to try to want to serve others. It naturally comes from that place. And so if its dreams are the thing that we're putting our resources in service to, then we will very quickly create the world that feels safe for our hearts, that feels nurturing and nourishing for all beings on this planet. So enjoy today's potent lunation, this new moon, this stainless moment in time, to write the story your heart wants to hear. Be playful in this, be creative in this, step into a place of wonder where that thing you most want, that world you want to build, is possible. And anytime that little voice pipes up that's like, yeah, it's unrealistic, like, just not today. This is, in this moment at this new moon, this is an opportunity to allow yourself to dream, and dream from your heart in the most fullest way. We'll leave it at that. Let's do the quickly little grounding meditation. Will bring us in the present moment together, both feet on the ground. Deep breath in. Pause. Exhale. Let's do a couple more of those in your own time. These moments are so precious to me. Returning to the body and just allowing the breath to lead you home to your heart, home to your center. Releasing all the tension that came before this moment for this day for you. Just arriving in this moment, letting everything remain at the door, is no longer relevant in this moment where you are with your own beautiful, energetic company. Residing in this stainless moment of now. Resting in the arms of the infinite as we invite ourselves to dream the more beautiful world our hearts know is possible together. Allowing your brow to soften, your jaw to relax, your shoulders to drop from your ears. Welcome yourself into this beautiful space and time. And when you're ready, feel free to open your eyes and return to the space here with me. Huh. I needed that. Okay, card selection time. Here they are, this week's choices. Card 1, card 2, card 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's get into it. Card number 1, Ace of Swords reversed. So reversed, this makes it more of an inner game thing. So the aces are always about new beginnings. If this was your card, maybe there's a new beginning on the horizon, a new thought, a whole new chapter, a new beginning something anew. Reversed, it's introspective. Maybe there's a new way of seeing yourself. Maybe there's a new way of clarity around yourself, around your inner workings, around your inner patternings. Maybe there's an opportunity here to rethink an idea, or that maybe there's been some cloudy judgment or you're not sure. And this ace reverses, it's just inviting you into your own space. Like maybe there's something new, but you want to keep it kind of to yourself right now. It's like a new little sprout that's just like bloop, coming out of the dirt, right? And it can't have feet trampling on it just yet because it's not resilient enough yet. So maybe there's a new idea or a new growth that's coming online, but you want to keep a little greenhouse of your heart over it for now. That's okay. Give yourself this opportunity to just go within and to be self-reflective and do some journaling. New moon's beautiful time to do journaling. Free write, see what happens. Ask yourself a question and then answer it without thinking via writing and see what comes through. Yeah, we'll leave that one there. Card 2. The Star card. I love this card. It's so positive. This is transcendental wisdom. This is like depth of connection to the divine. This is positive associations. There's a real kind of Aquarian energy to the Star card. Like, I know there is a astrological phenomenon happening. Some say it's asteroids, some are saying it's a craft, others are saying it's just some kind of like energetic message from heaven. Um, I think it's called Three Eye Atlas, and it's coming into our ecliptic. It's coming into where we can see it right now. And it's bringing with it the star card energy. Like these feel related to me. And it's like allowing in grace, allowing in like a whole new, a fresh way of relating, a fresh upgrade to the operating system that we've all been laboring under. Like this star card is like, yeah, are you feeling this? Are you feeling something opening and more love coming in? Are the rules of engagement changing? Is it possible to invite in this more beautiful world? Can we align with it? Can we become radical in our commitment to seeking the biology of love? Can we return to really understanding that we're divine beings having this human experience, and that we're in this earthly education place, and that whatever's happening here is for our growth, and that we are loved, that the universe is stacked in our favor, that this is a loving place that's working to help us grow. And sometimes it's uncomfortable, but it loves us. You are so deeply loved. Is this an idea that you can allow in? Perhaps your intuitive abilities are coming online in a really strong way, more psychic abilities, more of the, what do they call that? Your like the clairs, your clairvoyant, your clairaudient, like that kind of technology maybe is coming more online for you right now. And just really like tapping into this hope and faith for the collective. And like, how would that work? How would we need to be connected energetically to just sincerely step forward in a loving way? Like when you love so deeply, when you come from love, you can't help but serve the greater whole. Like it's not something you do to earn anything. It's not an optics or a brand that you're trying to live up into because morally you've been told it's right. It's like just this it's just an impulse that has to happen, like it, because it is in alignment with the heart. Like it's a natural organic way of being, is this community minded, this collectively minded way of relating and interrelating. So yeah, that was an interesting little blip. Hope that landed. Love to hear your comments about it. Last but not least, card three. And it's so fascinating. We had two major arcana. This one being the second one, the Hermit card. This is introspection. This is your deep inner wisdom. This is go slow. He's allowing himself to be led by his inner light, the inner wisdom. And there's this invitation like none of this is rushing. So none of the energy this week is about rushing. There isn't an urgency about any of this. It's like allowing things to percolate, allowing things to blossom open gently, honestly, in integrity, with open, like, because when we try to mitigate damage control or we try to manipulate outcomes by self-editing, it gets it off course. And so the hermit is like, tap into what's really true for you and go slow. Go as slow as you need to so as to not lose connection with your own inner guidance system. And the traditional imagery, he's standing in snow. So it's like the purity of the snow, like standing in this selfness and in this the white, like a fresh snowfall, like it's just this white canvas. This moment is so fresh and so new and so full of possibility. And can you just arrive for it without hauling in the past or without overthinking the future? But can you just be present with yourself in this moment? Can you feel into your body in this moment and just be here with yourself now and tapping into that warm, cozy light that is your heart, your hearth fire, that which is leading you home. The Hermit card is asking you to slow down, to enjoy your own company, to stay attuned to your own inner guidance, and to be led from that. So, yeah, I hope that landed. Short and sweet. I love you guys. I hope that you have a fantastic week. Let me know how this landed in the comments. I always love hearing about it. If you want to book a private reading, I would love to do that. You can find a link to my calendar in the comments and the description of the video. In the meantime, my friends, last word of wisdom for the week to take forward is alignment, alignment, alignment. Like attune, attune, attune. Let go of your obsession with the outcomes and just arrive for what is true in this moment and just be here now. This is the most important thing right now in this week as we move forward, is to just be present in your heart, be present in your gut. Take the time to connect with your soma, with your body, and be slow with yourself. Be gentle with yourself and speak from the truth. Advocate for your truth. Trust your heart is in alignment with the greater good. You don't need to think about this. You need to feel about this. You need to gut level understand that you can trust that impulse from your belly, from your body, from your heart, from your soul. Okay. Love you guys. Enjoy your week. Take care. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye for now.